Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shaq and I'm a car trader trading from home. If you're new to the channel, welcome and I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you've been watching the channel, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a different one. I'm not going to be focusing on one car. I will give you guys an update of everything in stock, what's been going on in the past few weeks, and also what's happening to the market and a few warranty issues that I've had to deal with. So it's a very cold morning. It's actually -4 right now. Let's just double check on that because when I woke up I checked the weather and it was, yeah, it's, as you can see, it's -4 and right now it's about 8 a.m. and we have a customer for this little Citroen C1. As you can see, it's very icy, so the first thing I want to do, I'll just start the car and let it warm up and then take it for a clean if it needs one, because I've been daily driving the car for the past week and as you can see it's a little bit dirty, so it's going to need a clean before the customers come at 9 a.m. So I don't have a lot of time to mess around with. I need to let it warm up a little bit, defrost it and take it for a clean, and hopefully we're going to be able to sell this in an hour or so. We've got another car in stock here. I haven't done a video on this car yet. I've just finished getting this ready and I've taken pictures of it, so there will be a video coming on this Discovery Sport very soon. There are still a few bits that I need to do on this car before it goes to the new owner. It needs 2 tires, an MOT, and also I don't know how well you can see there's a big opening in that cover that it shouldn't be there. So somehow before me that got broken and I just can't figure out how this could be possible unless they hit something from the top, and I don't see, obviously it's covered in ice right now, but I've checked it and I don't see any scratches around this area. I've already ordered this part, so it's going to be an interesting one to find out how I'm going to be able to change that, because we might have to move a little bit of the ceiling, because I definitely don't want to be removing the whole thing. Maybe just lower the rear section and get access to the bolts that hold this in place, but obviously that will be in the video which will come very soon. Car's warming up, but I've completely forgot to put the heater on, so let's do that right now. To the window. This is going to be a day in the life of a car trader working from home. You guys get to see what I do on a daily basis. Today is probably going to be a busy day for me. It's not like that every day. One thing I'm worried about, I'm going to have to take this for a wash. Water hoses all might be frozen, so if that is the case, I'm not going to be able to give the outside a wash. Okay, so updating the situation, I've got the car here to give it a wash. However, it's impossible because all the water hoses are hard as rock. So I'm not going to be able to get any water onto this car. I'll probably offer them a car wash money discount if they are bothered about the exterior. I'm going to get some buckets of water, just chuck it on the car, make sure all the paint and panels are visible. But for now, I've got the Hoover out. I'm going to give the interior a clean, and from there we will just wait and see what happens with this one. Okay, so the customers came and test drove the car before I even had the chance to wash the outside with a few buckets of water. I managed to get the inside clean, so at least we got something done. Yeah, they took it for a spin up the road and they said they were very happy with it, but they had another one to see, which is completely understandable. And you're probably going to say in the comments why I didn't clean it before. Well, it was such a last minute call. I only had this morning to get this car ready for viewing, and unfortunately I couldn't get much done. So I don't know if they're going to come back. That's a waiting game and we'll have to see what happens. In terms of the other cars that I have on the driveway, we still have the Honda. However, I have a customer to come and view it at 12 o'clock. I think it's, what time is it now? It's 9:30, so we have a few hours to get this one ready. And we have a Citroen C5 that is looking a little bit sorry for itself right now. I do have a video coming out on this one. This is something that I'm probably gonna get out of. You see the front ride height? It's very low. And if you see the back one, it looks like it's been lowered all the way to the floor. And the reason for that is because this car is on hydraulic suspension that goes up and down, and we have a problem with the pump. But I'll explain more about this issue when I do the video on it. But for now, we will deal with the cars that are ready to go. And I also have the Lexus still. And if you haven't seen this video or you're new to the channel, this is a Lexus RX 400h, which means it's the hybrid. I only paid £500 for this car in a part exchange deal, and we have a lot of damage on the passenger side, which is still the case. I still haven't taken it to the body shop to get it repainted. There will be a video part 2 coming out on this one as well. Let's start the Honda, make sure it starts and it doesn't have a flat battery. Priority is to get it started, making sure that it's fine for the test drive. And the thing about this one, the customer who's coming to test drive it now, well, in a few hours, has already test driven this car before a week ago, a week and a half. They were happy with it then. Again, they said they were gonna go home and think about it. And last night they dropped me a message that they want to test drive it for a bit longer this time. They want to take it on the motorway. So I've told them I'm happy with that. They can come down and test drive on the motorway. The car's in beautiful shape for the age and the mileage. It does have, you know, age-related wear and tear, but apart from that, we've done the gearbox service. There's a new radiator, well, not new radiator, we damaged the radiator and we managed to put a used one in there, so we don't have any coolant leaks anymore. 2 rear new tires, front brake pads, it's got a fresh MOT on it, it's got full service history, 2 keys. The spark's been changed recently. I haven't done that, it was done before me. I don't see why this would stick around for much longer. This being the V6 3.5 litre, it does have a higher tax bracket of £700, but surprisingly I've been getting a lot of inquiries about this one. The other cars that were shown in the recent videos were the Mini, the 1 Series, the Jaguar XF. Those are sold in the last week or so. So I've had a really good 2 weeks. I've been able to sell 3 cars. The Mini, I think, sold, I don't remember exactly, I think it was just after New Year or before. So that's gone and I haven't heard anything about it again. It was a really nice example. The 1 Series I sold 3 days ago, the blue 1 Series. If you haven't seen the video on this car, I'll include a link. The Jaguar XF sold 1 day after the 1 Series. That gone pretty quick as well. It was a really nice example. It was a bit high on the mileage, but the people who came to buy it, they came with a friend that had the exact car, so they must have known what they were getting into, and they just took it for a quick test drive and decided to buy it. Now, having said that, it's been really easy to sell the cars, but in terms of buying cars, it's been very, very hard. I've been on BCA for the past 2 weeks and I haven't been able to bid on any car. Everything for some reason goes above cap clean. Not all the cars, but majority of them. I don't know what's happening with the market. I think just because it's after New Year, a lot of dealers have sold their cars and they're trying to restock as quickly as possible. So cars are going for a lot more than what they should be going for. I saw a Vauxhall Morca the other day. It was capped at £4,000 and it went for £6,000. And I quickly run a retail check on Auto Trader on it and it was worth about 6-8. I don't understand how people are making money on these cars, buying them at these sort of prices at the auctions. But yeah, it's been a pretty tough week buying cars, but on the other side we've been able to sell a few, so we'll see for the Honda and the Citroen C1. If they go as well, it would make the week a lot better. I'm just gonna go show you my little workshop, or if you even call it that, the garage. That's where I keep majority of my tools here, and it looks very messy. I haven't had time to get it nicely organized or cleaned. But the one thing I really like about here is that little heater, and it's very, very handy right now. It looks like we're gonna have to go back outside because the lighting is not very good. So enough talking, let's start the Honda and see if the battery is fine. The last time it was driven, as I said, by the customer that's coming to view it again, probably a week and a half ago. And also for those who've seen the video on this car, we had an issue with a message coming on the dash. I managed to rectify it with a scanner that I have, and it hasn't come back. So that's a result, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's get the key and start it and let it warm up. Okay, we got the keys. Hello? We might have a bad battery. What the hell's going on? Oh, okay, so it's working now, but before then it wasn't. We might have a dead battery, but we'll find out in a sec. Actually, I'll take it back. Maybe the car was in a deep sleep and just needed waking up. Started on the button. So yeah, this car never lets you down. Japanese reliability here for you. I'm gonna let that run for a while. In the meantime, I'm just gonna show you the inside of this Citroen C5. It's a really nice spec car. It's got the 19 alloys, 19 or 18? Not really sure. I think they are 19s. Where is it? Yeah, it's got the 19-inch alloys. Does have full service history. It's done about 87,000 miles. The rest of the car, wow. Oh my god. Completely frozen. The rest of the car is in really good nick. So everything is really nice and clean. It does have the pan roof. We have the leather, part cloth, I think, yeah. Seats, electric, lumbar support, all that goodies. It is a manual, it's not the automatic, and it's done 80, it went away, I think 87,000 miles, yeah. Rear left hand tire punctured. What the hell? All right, let's give it a start, because I haven't started this car in 2 weeks, and I have a reason for that. I've just actually neglecting this car in this corner. I was hoping to get it rectified, but I'm not gonna go into too much information. And after 2 weeks, it just started. So yeah, it could be a really nice family car for someone, but look how frozen this door is. I'm literally pulling it all the way. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt that anymore. I don't want to damage anything. But yeah, as I said, it could be a really nice family car for someone. Unfortunately, the suspension pump on the rear, it has not given up, but it's got an intermittent fault, and every time you start the car, within 10-15 minutes it will go back to its normal position, but when you park it again after a drive, it goes all the way down. But yeah, it did say something about the rear tire being punctured. I don't see any puncture. Maybe it's just low on air and it throws this message. But yeah, this one I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I mentioned at the start of the video that I've had a few warranty issues. Well, cars that I've sold and had problems. One of them being the Lexus RX 400H, which I swapped with this one over there. It's been what, 2-3 months ago that I sold it. 3 days ago the customer got in contact with me and they were on the verge of tears, which yeah, it was an interesting one. So yeah, it's got a problem with the battery. If you remember, we collected this car from BCA and it did have a flat battery. Before I sold it, I put a brand new battery in the car and I told the customer it's got a new battery. If you find any issues with the battery, I have 12 months warranty on the battery, so let me know, I'll get that rectified for you. And I didn't know it was gonna have any issues with the battery, to be honest. I just thought I would let them know, and I'll put it on the invoice as well. So 2 months passed. Apparently the car has a draining issue, so it drains the battery overnight. It's been fine for 2 months and they just started doing that recently. And then they have called the RAC out, and obviously RAC charging them for a new battery, and they've put a new battery on the car without doing proper checks. And a few days later, the new battery that was provided by RAC, that's gone flat as well. And she's got in contact with RAC about the issue, and they've told the customer it's not the battery's fault, so they can't do anything with it. And now it's left for me to get that issue resolved, which I don't have a problem with, but I wish the customer got in contact with me at the start, so I could have easily sorted it out for them. Now I can't get a battery replacement with the battery that I've originally put in the car because that's gone. RAC took it, and if I end up fixing the issue with the battery going flat, I'm gonna have to buy another battery for the car. So that's something I'm probably gonna get sorted after I've dealt with this customer. So I'm gonna go to the customer, I'll get the car off their hands, take it to K Autos, do a proper investigation on the car, and then we'll take it from there. So that's one. The next one was the BMW 1 Series that I sold recently, or a couple of days ago. After one day of driving, they got in touch with me, and apparently every time they start the car, the interior motor for the climate, it's making some clicking noises. I gave them the option to either fix it locally and send me the bill and I'll pay for it, or they come back to me and I'll sort the issue out for them, and they decided to come back to me. The car went to K Autos. It needed a actuator motor for the heater resistant, something like this. Obviously it was a back order, so we've ordered the part and we're waiting for that to get resolved. So that's two of them. What was the last one? Yeah, I thought I had another warranty issue, but apparently not, or I don't remember it. It's been a funny couple of weeks, and obviously I'm trading from home, so things are going to be different to other dealers who've got a premises properly set up. Things can get quickly out of hand if you don't sort them out straight away when you're trading from home. So if you decide to get into this game and start trading from home, you need to be on top of your game with warranty issues, because it's a thing with customers not trusting you fully when you trade from home. I don't know why, but for example, the Lexus customer really had doubts that I would do anything, and they were just almost crying over the phone, and I just had to reassure them that I was gonna get the car out of their hands and I'll fix it for them, which I'm gonna do today. And I'll give you guys an update on that as well. I completely forgot to mention about this. So in the Citroen C1 video, I mentioned that I bought 3 cars from Bristol. So that was one, and this Citroen was the second car, and the last one is a Hyundai Tucson. I don't know how you say it, but I'll include a picture on the screen right now. That car needed recovering, which I mentioned in the previous video as well. So we knew there was a misfire on that car, and when we got it home, I tried to do some fixes in the driveway, or well, attempt to fix it in the driveway. It didn't lead to anywhere. I wasn't able to get it right, so I sent it to K Autos for further investigation to see what was causing the misfire, and apparently the problem is a lot bigger than what I thought. So it's currently there getting engine repairs. There will be a video coming out on that car as well, so I'm not going to go into too much information, but yeah, that's another car in stock that's not ready to be retailed yet. So we moved the Citroen and put it in that corner. I'm going to wait for this customer to come, and we'll go on a test drive and we'll see what happens. At least this way we have space to come out. And there has been a bit of change with this car. As you can see, it's put its nose up, but the rear end is still on the floor. I didn't give it enough time for the rear end to come up as well, because obviously there's no point, but you guys will see it in the video that's going to come. The front's going to go back down overnight. I have checked for leaks. It's not a leak, it's something to do with the pump. I'm sat in the Honda right now, just waiting for the customer to come. He did text, he's about 10-15 minutes away. And also I'm on auction trying to buy some cars. I'll see if I can show you guys some live bidding. But I've had a development with the Lexus that I was supposed to go and collect it today. I just texted the customer to ask them what time would be good for them for me to go and collect the car, and they've replied to me with the following basically. So I asked them, hi, what time in the afternoon is good for me to come to you? And they've said when the third RAC engineer came out, he wondered if the rear TVs would be what was draining the battery, and he said that the battery was gone. So basically they had an RAC come out to jumpstart the car when the battery was flat the last time, and the RAC mentioned to them maybe the TVs at the back was draining the battery, and now they want to see if the car is behaving fine with the TVs off at the back, and drive it for a few days and see how the battery behaves. I told them I'm still happy to come down and take the car off you and take it to my mechanics to make sure that there are any issues electrical wise, because I don't understand how the rear TVs would be, draining the battery overnight, because I'm sure the TVs would go off when the car's turned off unless there's an issue. Anyway, they're happy to drive the car over the weekend, and if the problem is still there, then they've mentioned that they will take it to me rather than me go and collect it. So that saves me the couple of hours of driving going to the other side of London to collect the car. So I am currently on auction, and I've got a few cars on my watch list. One of them is about to start right now. So this Mondeo has done 231,000 miles, and the mileage is not warranted. So that's the one we have on our watch list. £3,000. I mean, to be honest, this is not a bad price, but I don't think it's gonna stay on 3,000. Yeah, it's already gone to 3.3. Yeah. So yeah, that went for 3.7. Obviously, I have my prices in mind as to what I want to bid on each car, and that was definitely above what I wanted to pay, because the car was great for it. It needed a lot of paint. The cap clean was 3.9, but that doesn't mean I have to overpay for a car just because I want it. So yeah, that Fiat, I wasn't really happy with the price. Let's see this Nissan Juke. It is a 2015 1.6 Visia. It's 1.6 petrol, and it's manual. And also a pro tip, never buy an automatic Nissan Qashqai or Juke. They have this horrible CVT gearbox that always goes bad. So it's one car after this one. Let's see what that goes for. So it does need a little bit of paint. It's grade 4. 2.4 is good, I'm happy with that, but as I said, it's never going to stay at this price. I normally wait till the last second to bid, because there's no point. Oh, almost missed it. Somebody else bid before me. The hell? There's a proxy bid on this. So every time I bid, it will automatically replace it with their bid. So I'm going to leave that one, because I don't know how far this is going to go. It's just going to waste our time. Yeah, I've got another 42 cars tracked. I'll be happy if I buy a car today. But for now, I'm just going to wait for this Honda customer to come. We'll take it for a test drive. And after that, I was supposed to go to get the Lexus, but apparently it's not happening. So at least I don't have to drive a couple of hours. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this one, and I'll update you guys after the test drive.
A few minutes later.
Probably 40 minutes test drive with a customer, and the car is still here. It's not like that he didn't want it. He really likes it. It's just that his car hasn't sold yet, and he's waiting for his car to sell. And from the conversations that I've had with him, he is absolutely in love with this car. As I said earlier, I've been getting emails, people trying to, trade in their cars for this one. And most of them are diesels, which are not ULEZ compliant, which is completely understandable, because people trying to get into petrols and diesels are not as desirable as back in the day. It's the second time he's test driving it, so my gut feeling is that he's going to take it. because he did mention even if his other car doesn't sell in time, he's gonna dive into his saving account. At this point, I was supposed to go to the other Lexus and drop this one as a courtesy car to them. It would have been a little bit funny because that was their old car. I would have literally dropped this back to them and taken the other one to K Autos, but it looks like the issue is resolved itself somehow. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be. I think I'm gonna end it here because I don't have anything else to do for the rest of the day, and it's been absolutely freezing. I just wanna get back inside and have a cup of tea and get warmed up. Let me know, guys, what do you think of this style of videos where I'm just yapping about the cars that I have in stock, the ones that are sold, the ones that have issues, and the ones that are not selling right now. I wasn't really gonna do this video, but I thought, you know, because I'm gonna get some movement in the driveway today, let's see what happens and start recording. If you guys want me to do similar videos in the future, let me know in the comments below, and also what sort of videos you guys want me to do moving forward, apart from the, you know, the full flip process where I'll take the cars from auction, clean them up, fix what needs fixing, and sell them for a profit at the end. Let me know what else you want me to do on this channel, because I'm willing to, you know, try out different things. But as for now, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.